without a culture, you are lost. You come from Africa. Before you come from Africa, you was a Muslim. You was Islam. I wish I could talk. This would be easy if I could talk.
Come on.
I'm talking about this hard knock life we live in America. It's got me talking like an idiot. I know what I'm saying.
No, sir. Come on.
Do you think it's an accident that we got a Germany that's Christian? We got a France that's Christian? We got a England that's Christian? The whole European world is Christian.
Yes, sir.
But they fight. Why are they Christian and yet they fight? Read this paper. They willfully are Christians. Calm down. I was in England.
Take your time.
In England.
Take your time.
And I was driving. I rented a car. My wife and I rented a car to take us about and show us England. And I asked the driver, well, he was white. I asked him, do you believe that Mary gave birth to Jesus by immaculate conception? He said, it's a cute story. You don't get wrapped up in it. He said it. It's a cute story. He's Christian. It's a cute story, but don't get wrapped up in it. Why are you Christian? Why are you Christian? Why is the whole European world Christian? It must be something that they willfully did for a purpose.
Yes, sir.
Time does not permit for me to go into their purpose, but it suffices to say they are all Christians.
Yes, sir.
Don't you see the irony in that?
Yes, sir.
German, Christian. French, Christian. English, Christian. Italian, we are the center of Christianity. We want the whole world to be Christians. And there were fights. They call it the Holy War. Do you remember?
True.
Christianity fighting against Islam. Christianity fighting against what? Islam. Is it? Don't that ring a bell to you? Why is Christianity fighting against Islam and Islam fighting against Christianity? If you just for the politics, hear me? For the politics,
Yes, sir.
for the politics of it.
All right.
Say you're Muslim. You will say you reclaim your own, you would be Muslims. Abraham's, the Abraham's children. If you say I'm Muslim, you are Islam. Then you are one of the ones who fight against Christianity. It's political. Although I accepted Islam when I was a little teenage boy. I believed in it and I accepted it. Islam. But that was then. I know it is better now. I know that.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm fighting against the whole Christian world.
Yes, sir.
What you say? I say in the last days, end of 2,000 years is up. 6,000 years is up.
Teach.
He was supposed to rule for 6,000 years. Somebody.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Was it somebody supposed to rule for 6,000 years?
Yes, sir.
Well, he has ruled for 6,000 years. What did he rule with? Christianity.
That's right.
What fought against him? Islam.
Yes, sir.
What are you thinking? You want to know where do you stand? Well, for the moment, politics, just politically,
Go ahead.
for the purpose of politics, not religion. Let me be the religious force. If you can be religion if you want, but it's not necessary to embrace the religion of Islam. But it's politically correct for you to say, I am Muslim. I belong to the nation of Islam.
That's right.
Muslim by nature.
What would we then be fighting about once we are given reparations? What do we have to fight about? I see a fight brewing amongst us if we don't get it right now. While they are forming, deciding, trying to find where we fit, you ought to be making some conscious decisions about reparations. Which group are you with?
Yes, sir.
Here. I will close out. When you are considered minority, in the day that the UN decide to view you as a minority, in that day, you have a legitimate argument in the legal courts of the America or of the UN. You see, America is only responsible for what it has signed. Every document that America signed or ratified, it says it's responsible. It can be sued, it can be held responsible for that document which is signed. It cannot be held responsible for any document which it has not signed. To tell the UN, make the slave trade a crime is not sufficient. So they make it a crime, the slave trade. America say, yeah, well, it's a crime. I didn't sign that document.
Right.
And they cannot be held responsible for what they did not sign.
Right.
But guess what America has signed? It has signed the Covenant on Civil It signed the covenant, saying that the minorities have a right to speak their own language.
Yes, sir.
They have a right to enjoy their own culture and community with other members of their group. They have that right. No one can deny you or deprive you of that right. They signed that document. America just signed it. All minorities have the right to speak your own language.
Yes, sir.
America signed it. All the culture. You have a right to enjoy your own culture. America signed it. You have a right to enjoy your own religion. America signed it.
Yes, sir.
It's one document,
Yes.
but it says those three things.
Yes, sir.
America signed it. But you are not a minority. You are not a minority. So it won't work for you. As soon as you recognize yourself internally, me and you, we were getting recognition externally.
Yes, sir.
In the UN, it's two forces. Then you are a minority, and then at that point, we can say, America, pay.
Yes, sir.
Here is the law. This is the document you signed. We don't have any of those. We are a minority. You took them away, and I have a right to speak my own language. You took it away. I have a right to practice my own religion. You took it away. I have a right to enjoy my own culture. You took it away. Pay. You cannot restore them, even if you wanted to.
That's right.
You have lost the knowledge of where you took me from. Has lost the knowledge of where he took you from. Has lost the knowledge of where he took you from. Because it's been over 400 years ago. How can he reconstruct what you were?
Yes, sir.
He would be hard pushed, impossibility to reconstruct it. Well, since you cannot reconstruct it, there's only one way out. That is pay.
Yes, sir.
That is your argument. That's the way you should be going. And if you just go that way for political reasons, thinking like you believe, it's simple.
That's right.
We can expect the United States government to use everything in its power to try to control our decisions with respect to reparations. In fact, we are seeing the politicians and the media trying to choose our reparations now
Right, President. Yes, sir.
Yes, right there.
through hand-picked black leaders.
Traders.
Right there.
When the U.S. government is ready, I am talking war, but I'm not talking physical war.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So don't take this lightly. This is what I am doing in the UN. When the U.S. government is ready to talk to us about reparations, they should not be allowed to talk to black leaders that they have picked.
That's right. That's
For this reason, I have asked the United Nations. The United Nations, I have already done this, to be involved in the protecting us and assisting us while we establish an inclusive forum for black leaders. Then amongst ourselves, then you can be who you want to be. If you don't want to be Muslim, but for the sake of the world, be Muslim.
Yes, sir.
The world is looking at you. But show a united front,
Right.
even if you don't believe it.
Yes, sir.
You play the game that they play.
Yes, sir.
Play the game that France played.
Yes, sir.
Play the game that America played.
Yes, sir.
Play what Germany played.
Yes, sir.
All of them are Christians. That ain't by accident.
Story.
In this forum, the grassroots community and youth leaders would not be excluded. In this forum, we will be able to consult with the UN experts about the gravity of our situation. In this forum, we can discuss and decide upon the extent of damages we have sustained and the payment of reparations we need. We can decide how and in what way we need to be restored. We need to be restored.
Yes, sir.
For our children's sake.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We need restoration for our children. I have asked the UN to assist us in establishing a forum for this purpose since 1994. Next year, in 2001, the World Conference Against Racism, I will speak again. And the World Conference, it will be held in South Africa. And my prayer will include a recommendation for this World Forum to take it out of the hands of America. We let the whole world see us. Have the whole world see this picture. How this man, he knows he has taken our human rights and won't do nothing about it. It's the government. They go around the world trying to make peace. They police the whole world. And we right here have no peace in this hard knock life.
Yes, sir.
The World Conference is already very concerned about the issue of reparations. Therefore, today, I am asking and launching a lobbying drive to influence the World Conference. I want to influence them. I invite you to join in this lobbying drive by signing a statement in support of the UN World Forum for Black leaders. I will take your signatures to the World Conference, and I will tell them that the African American grassroots community leaders and youth leaders have spoken. That the U.S. government be persuaded to pay reparations to Black people of America. I have asked the World Conference for these 4 recommendations. Number 1, we recommend that the World Conference pass a resolution. Read this for me. Yes.
We recommend that the World Conference Against Racism pass a resolution declaring the lingering effects of plantation slavery a crime as related to mother tongue. Such a resolution would affirm that the act of denying
Pass a resolution making it a crime as it relates to mother tongue. You can ask them to pass a resolution making the slave trade or the lingering effects of slavery a crime. But it won't touch us.
That's right.
They may make it a crime. But if they make it and America hasn't signed it, America once signed it, it is of no avail.
Right.
We want them to make a resolution that the lingering effects of slavery as it relates to mother tongue. That's important. You don't have your tongue. As it relates to mother tongue, be a crime against slavery. Well, America has signed that civil procedure.
Such a resolution would affirm that the act of denying the slaves the right to speak the mother tongue is tantamount to the permanent ongoing denial for which there is no remedy. 2, we recommend that the World Conference urge the General Assembly to declare a United Nations decade to examine in depth the lingering effects of plantation slavery in the Americas. Number 3, we recommend that the World Conference encourage the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights to offer United Nations expert and technical assistance in the organization of an inclusive forum for African American leaders.
When I say inclusive, that means that I am not the only black leader representing black people in America. I want to wrap my mind around the ideas of other black leaders, and kind of like what Patrick Henry, what the name? Thomas Jefferson,
The founding fascists.
John Adams.
What they did, they came together to form a society.
Yes, sir.
It wasn't one leader, it was a group of leaders. I have already directed this to the UN. They already have it. I'm just asking you for a lobbying. Would you sign a paper lobbying for it?
The forum will provide an environment wherein the gravity of the current situation can be examined and the extent of damages can be determined. Within such a forum, the victims can discuss and conclude on the means of reparation most beneficial to their restoration individually as a people. 4, we recommend that the World Conference encourage the governments concerned to voluntarily and immediately establish tax-exempt status for slave descendants, a status which will be in effect until both reparations and restoration of human rights have been achieved.
Go, South.
Ask for that tax relief for all black Americans, whether you come with me or not.
That's right.
You get a tax relief until this matter is settled. I asked them to impose. Huh?
Right now.
So immediately.
Yeah, immediately. It should be right now, exempt from taxes. Well, some of you don't pay taxes. you are an entrepreneur. I thank you for giving me this opportunity to share with you what is going on in order to try to help. I wish that I could speak better. I will call on this lady here. Yeah, the name is Ellie. You heard me speak out in the UN in Geneva. Will you come stand up? Ellie, meet Ellie. From Australia, and out there in the UN, I met her and she told me about Michael, that I should meet Michael. I waited to see you, Michael, but your plane didn't get in time. You were late. But Ellie was with me and my wife. No, my wife wasn't. Yeah, my wife was here. Was it?
Not at all.
Well, Ellie was with me in the home of another Black American, although she is from Colombia, and where I was discussing. Well, I just want to say, I spoke a little bit better then, didn't I?
You did. Now we had an interpreter too.
Oh, I had an interpreter. Thank you. I think I spoke a little better then. I didn't speak as fast. I think I'm trying to speak too fast. The reason why I mess up so much. I kind of feel like Moses standing here trying to talk to you about your human rights. I don't know whether Moses talked to the people about their human rights or not. He had an Aaron. Well, I gotta find me an Aaron. Question.
I just wanted to find out, how do we get a copy of the paper, and where do we sign the lobby?
Good. Immediately after I have finished, I will give Ishmael the information, and also on the internet. You can get the information off the internet. And I am launching the program today. It's just going out. And so the papers that you will sign, you will give him your name, and he will see to it that you get the papers. Get every paper between now and 2001. I think it's October. Is it October? September 1. We will be in the South Africa. I thank you for your time and patience. And it's been a long day, I know. And salam alaikum.
Thank you very much. Let's give the Honorable Silis Muhammad and all the speakers. We have, if you registered and you came in, which obviously you did, we have your name and address. And we're starting the lobbying effort. And Mr. Muhammad just instructed me to, from there, mail out the address where to get that paper. It's a website under the United Nations Human Rights Division. But I will actually mail out the number where you can pull it directly off the internet. But it starts there. It's by Bengoa, Professor Bengoa. You've got to search around right now. If I tell you now where to go, you've got to search around for Professor Bengoa's paper under the working group. And you will have to look around May of '99. It's BENGOA. Bengoa. And search around there looking for the paper working group. May of '99. At this particular time, brother, let me explain one more thing before we leave. This is our third summit. And I want to thank each and every one of you for registering and paying to register. We've done these 2 years, and we've had the doors open, and sometimes we leave more tired than we were that day. And what this does in this effort, by having a fundraiser as we did today, it helps us on the international campaign. Next month we're going to the conference on the Americas, and then the larger effort is to go to South Africa. And that's going to be a large campaign. And so what your support did today was to start the momentum for the financial war chest so that we can take African American leaders as a lobbying group.
Yes, sir.
And we've already done that with our own finance. We sponsored the representative from Cobra, Dorothy Lewis. We sponsored her. We sponsored 2 other leaders, a few other leaders where Silis Muhammad just took his own monies or personal monies. Will take care of your plane, lobbying. But after doing it for 10 years, it's tough.
Yes, sir.
And that's why I say it's a war of commitment. And the main thing they wait for is when they know that you are right, is for you just to break down.
Yes, sir.
And we can't break down, not over such minuscule things. So we thank you for your support. And what Brother has on the way out is a can. If you want to add some more to help this effort, we will. And in that report, what the design was that we would give a report of how well we did for this particular effort. It won't be long before you see the sponsors, the large law firms underwrite all this.
That's right. Yes, sir.
But we've got to stick together as a grassroots movement.
That's right.
It won't be long before all this is sponsored.
It's strong.
But we've got to stick together.
It's strong.
So at this time, I just want to say thank you all. Stop by, see Brother. There's some literature, some information. I believe there's still some more refreshments. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth.
Yes, sir.
Might be a carrot or 2 over there. So grab a carrot or 2, network, and just enjoy each other's spirit. I enjoyed you. Thank you all. Assalamu
All right, Brother Ryan. It would be a good fundraiser. Oh, no question, brother. No question. All right, so let's do that. Yes, sir. Okay, brother. All right.